What's the vibe, my smell gooders and room fillers? It's your boy Zebo, and I'm back with another one. Today I'm bringing you 3 Vince Camuto fragrances. One of these I've owned. This is my second bottle, first bottle, Blessing. Very, very great fragrance. But look, we're going to go ahead and jump into them, and I'll talk a little bit more about that fragrance when I get to it. So the first one that I definitely want to talk about is Vince Camuto own Intenso. So I will be discussing this one first. This one I actually picked up from Ross, and it was $19.99. This one is Vince Camuto's Terra. I had owned this one, ran through it. Very great fragrance. The next one is Vince Camuto Terra Extreme. And this one was highly recommended by a few reviewers that I have watched. You know, they spoke highly of that thing. But anyway, we're going to go ahead, jump into this joint right here first. Vince Camuto own Intenso. I haven't done too much research on these fragrances. These are totally first impressions, except for the one that I actually owned, and that was Beast Mode. So jumping into this one, the first one, Vince Camuto own Intenso. This is the blue box. Look like it got like a shiny kind of black metallic trim around it. All of these boxes and bottles styles are pretty much the same. Traditional Vince Camuto. If you've seen one bottle style, you've pretty much seen them all. I like the bottles. Pretty decent little design, nothing special, nothing over the top. Got the little stitching in the back, and this is some type of material on here. But if you wanted to see the juice, you can flip it this way to kind of see how much juice you knock down or whatever. But nice bottle, nice bottle. You know how we do on the channel here. We're gonna put it in the air, put it on testing script, put it on skin, and see how that thing do. I will post the notes up here for you to check out, so you kind of get like a real read of, you know, what's in this fragrance. I'm just gonna give you my first impression on this one. Man, I'm liking this. And there is a light blue bottle too, Vince Camuto. I'm not too decent, very fresh, very fresh. Nice scent profile in the air. Atomizer is pretty straightforward. This thing, it shoots straight out. So it's gonna leave a nice little spray on it. You might need to get you a good aim with that joint. Testing strip, very nice, beautiful. This is more so, kind of smell like, damn, it smells familiar. It really do. Nice. It's not a blue fragrance, but it's more of a nice, vibrant, upbeat. Not a freshie, in my opinion, just off testing strip. But it is like a very clean, soapy kind of vibe to it. Off skin, it becomes a lot more thicker as far as the soapy, clean body wash type of style. Man, this is like This is more so like a designer type fragrance, and I'm definitely leaning toward the designer style because this is more so a French, or no, this is an Italian style fragrance. So, you know, I'm thinking clean, you know, dress up or casual, you know, type of attire. However, you can wear this with, you know, t-shirt, sweatpants, sweatshirt, hoodie. It's not, I mean, it's a universal fragrance that can be worn, you know, with any type of attire. This thing is actually, it's putting me in the mind of something. Really, it is. It's kind of giving a JPG type of style. Very, very clean though. You get that clean, fresh, soapy type of, a little sweet, but not too sweet. Yo, this is tight. This is tight. Beautiful fragrance. Like this joint is, it's tight. This, man, just the scent profile of this and the way that it smells, in my opinion, is slept on, because you never really see, you know, too many reviewers talking about this particular fragrance. Vince Camuto and Home Intenso, fire. You know, don't sleep on Vince Camuto. And these are three that I have my eye on and could quite possibly be the three best from this line. I just, you know, had a vibe about these fragrances. Now, Vince Camuto Terra, this one, loving this, loving it. I had to get another bottle of this. Same bottle style, stitching on the back. This thing I wore back in 2018, and I used to wear this to work. And my job at the time was predominantly Polish and Hispanic. The feedback that I got from this fragrance alone, and this was more so like my signature scent. I wore this thing damn near every day. But the compliments, the attention, the attraction from this particular fragrance, spoken, like verbal, was heavy. It was heavy. I had so many responses to this fragrance alone. This thing was like one of my heavy hitters as far as compliment getters. So I definitely had to get this back in my collection. I ran out of it, and I definitely needed it back because of the way that it performed. In the air, beautiful fragrance. Beautiful fragrance. Now with this, it does get better, like aged wine. As time goes on, this thing matures and becomes more of a very beautiful fragrance. Man, I'm loving this joint. I'll put the notes up here for you to check out, but this thing is beautiful. So far, and I'm already knowing with this, but with the Intenso and this as well, very grown man fragrance. Cannot be mistaken as a unisex fragrance at all. However, ladies, you can pour the Intenso off. It has that beautiful, soft, but, you know, potent kind of vibe to it. So you can pour that off. But this, no mistaking this. Masculine, manly, very, very sexy. Beautiful fragrance. And this, when I run out of this bottle, I'm definitely getting another one. This fragrance, definitely signature worthy. Like you can wear this every day and pull different compliments every day from different types of people. And when I say my job was, you know, a mixture of people, there was a mixture of compliments from this fragrance. So yeah, it was tested, proven, tried, the whole nine. Beautiful fragrance. I love it. Now, this is a fragrance that it doesn't remind me of anything that I have or anything that I've smelled. It just has its own unique type of vibe to it. And the thing about these fragrances, they're not overpowering. They're not, you know, overbearing or will choke somebody out or, you know, just turn people off. No, they are very, very strong projectors and performers. No doubt, hands down, they're gonna get the job done. But they have like these beautiful scent profiles to where, you know, they're not offensive. It just smells, you know, beautiful. Man, I'm loving this, man. It's just a mixture of different tones to it that's leveled out and very beautiful. Like I said, I haven't did too much research on these fragrances, so I don't know the notes that's inside them. I didn't, you know, this is first impression. I really wanted to get these things open and just put this video out there, especially in Tinso, because it is in Ross and you can walk in there and pick this thing up. You definitely don't want to, you know, bypass it and somebody else get it and you miss your beat. So beautiful fragrance. Beautiful fragrance. And I believe my first bottle of this came from Ross. It was either Ross or Burlington, my first initial bottle. And I saw at Burlington, they have the mini sets of these fragrances. So I know this one is in there, and I believe the Intenso is in the mini set. So if you don't want to spend, you know, the full amount on these, Burlington has the small little tester sets where you can grab those and test those out and see if you know, want to grab a big bottle. Very beautiful fragrance, grown man style. You could dress this up, you could dress this down. This is a anywhere type of style fragrance. So definitely can't miss with this. I wouldn't be telling you, you know, I believe that it's a very beautiful, heavy hitter if this ain't my second bottle. So yeah, it's definitely my second bottle and won't be the last. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into Vince Camuto Terra Extreme. Now, been hearing too much about this fragrance right here. Been hearing too much about it. So I definitely had to add this to the collection just to see what was to it. I was like, you know what? I needed to get the Terra, you know, back in my collection. So I say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and grab all three of these. I saw the Intenso at Ross and was like, what the hell? I got the other two shipped and waiting, so let me grab that as well. As you can see, same bottle style, box, the same as the other ones, nothing special. Bottle style, same bottle style. This one has the gold on there, gold stitching, gold juice in there. And yo, we're gonna put this joint in the air on testing script. And we're gonna try to find a spot on skin for this thing. So, put that in the air. Atomizers are not the best. Atomizers are not the best. You know, they could have invested a little more in those atomizers. So let's see if we can find us a spot to lace this boy on. Yeah, I'm really not liking the atomizer because a lot is coming out of this atom. Look at this, a lot is coming out of there. So I'm really not, that the atomizers are, you know, you're probably gonna run out a lot on these fragrances, you know, so you're gonna have to definitely control your sprays. They say extreme, but I'm not really getting extreme. Look at that. Beautiful fragrance though, grown man style again. And I'm starting to believe that all of Vince Camuto's fragrances are pretty much geared toward, you know, men, and they're not intended to be unisex. It's just my guess. However, you can pull, you know, a couple of these fragrances off, especially the Intenso. Ladies, you definitely can pull that off. Beautiful smell. But with this Terra and this Terra Extreme, definitely a masculine fragrance. Testing strip, I'm not really getting much of a vibe off of the testing strip. I'm really not getting much of a vibe, but it is in the air. It is kind of like a soft-spoken type fragrance, but definitely massive. Well, not massive. Definitely masculine. So, beautiful fragrance. You could dress this up and down. Again, this is one of those things that you could just put on and just roll out with. You're gonna smell good. Beautiful fragrance. Okay, so now on skin. Damn, this is reminding me of something. This reminded me of something. Definitely an Italian style fragrance. Definitely. Got some woods in there, florals in there. This is reminding me of more of like a 1 million type vibe. It has that opening like the sweet type of Rabanne opening where it's a bit sweet, but then you start getting the greens and the woods in there. Yeah. And the crazy thing about this is that, okay, so out of all of these, this one was what I really was, driving to collect. I needed to get this one back. But this one is starting to outshine the Terra. The Terra Extreme, just smell alone, is starting to kind of override this one because it has like a different type of unique type vibe to it. But this one is different, and I'm loving all three of them. This I would give a strong 6.5. This one I would give a 7. And this one, I'm gonna go so far as to, just off smell alone, like an 8.5. Like an 8.5. All three beautiful grown man style fragrances. So if you're stepping it up on some grown man shit, on some masculine smelling type fragrance, and these will be probably the people that will compliment you. The grown women will probably compliment you. Might get a few from younger women, but the style of these fragrances are more so of a grown type style. And I don't know, I need to tap into the other ones, but so far, I'm loving all three of these out of the Vince Camutos, and definitely all three keepers, and I would re-up on all three when I run out. So, it's your boy. Like, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and keep watching videos, man. Keep supporting the channel. I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace.